Jim, one last thing before we return to the past. O.J. Simpson passed away
Yes.
today. Cancer. Any thoughts on someone
Well,
who?
now, that's a lot of people's opinions, but not everybody. Some people thought he was a cancer, but not everybody.
Well, it was cancer that took his life. Someone who?
Oh, so cannibalism.
Well, no, not cannibalism. Cancer.
Cancer killed O.J. Simpson. That's cannibalism.
Well, any thoughts on O.J. Simpson? Someone who was a major sports star, major celebrity, an actor, and then clearly murdered his wife.
Well, yes, and the Twitter people were hilarious when they showed his footage from the Naked Gun, one of the Naked Gun or Police Squad movies, whatever, where Leslie Nielsen and I think it was Priscilla Presley are greeting each other when OJ's in a wheelchair
Oh yeah,
at the football stadium, and they
baseball.
lose track baseball, and they lose track of him, and he rolls down and flips onto the field. It was like Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson welcoming OJ to fucking hell or whatever. But yeah, he got away with it for all that time, then ended up going to prison because he was so stupid he couldn't keep his nose clean a second time. But they didn't keep him long enough, and he got back out so that he could be free again. But fuck him. And he still owes me that $5,000 that he took off the top of my house in Knoxville because that was the night of the chase. I've told that story.
Yeah, he ruined the Knicks Rockets game for me.
Yeah, so fuck him on a variety of levels.
That was a big day for New York sports, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of it, the middle of the Knick game, OJ started driving that car down the road, and of course, it affected Smoky Mountain Wrestling as well.
But see, and that's the thing, is that I am for the death penalty for a murderer who's convicted of murder when there is either video evidence or eyewitnesses that can point a finger. I know he did it. I saw him do it, or what. But anybody else, no, because shit like this happens one way or the other. He did it, but he got off, while other people get convicted and go to jail, and you hear 20 years later they take the DNA out of their dick and spring them. Fuck that.
Remember, he wrote a book too called If I Did It.
Yes.
And the Goldmans sued him, and they got the rights to the book, and they released it. And the word if was very tiny. So it was just, I did it.
Yeah, I did it. But I mean, I'm hoping that somehow he leaves some kind of estate that they can attach and garnish or whatever and liquidate and fucking pay the Goldman family a little bit more, since now he won't be able to make any money because he's fucking dead. They should award the Goldmans his intellectual property.
What are you going to do with it, though? It's not like you're going to license OJ to a football video game or something.
O.J. Simpson dartboards, O.J. Simpson fucking toilet seat covers, or whatever the fuck.
We've seen it happen to various celebrities, various things. Is, in your eyes, O.J. Simpson's fall from grace, is it the biggest fall from grace of a celebrity in your lifetime, or where does it rank?
Boy,
because Michael Jackson kept having issues, but he never got arrested.
But also he never murdered anybody.
Right, he got arrested. He never got convicted, I should say.
Well, yeah, but even still on the scale, who is a more famous person who committed out and out cold-blooded murder?
Beretta,
Robert Blake, and he only killed one person.
Who's more famous, Robert Blake or OJ? I'd say OJ.
OJ.
Yeah.
OJ. Yeah. So I think he may have the award there. What is that crown called? The Continental Classic Murderer Award.
Yeah, I don't know. But do you remember, were you a part of, am I remembering wrong? Did Vince try to bring OJ in for something at one point? Were there talks about the idea of bringing OJ in?
Oh,
was that a Russo thing?
Yes, and some blather about it. And I don't know if he'd ever really done it or not, or maybe whether he was just winding people up talking about it out loud. I'm not talking about Shitstain. I'm talking about Vince McMahon. But Shitstain will swear that there was something to it. I can't remember which side of the fence that the Dodger is on. He may be on both sides, as a matter of fact, leaning over.
Well, there was a skit that never aired. Chris Rock, when he used to have the Chris Rock Show on HBO, I remember him talking about this. He wanted to book OJ, and they wouldn't allow him to, because he was going to make a comedy segment out of it, and probably wouldn't have worked well considering. especially wouldn't have aged well. But it was going to be OJ. We finally got you here. Thank you for agreeing to this. We're going to ask you the tough questions, and now we got to ask you the big one. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? And they would just get him to talk about football. Thankfully, it didn't air. Like I said, it probably wouldn't have aged so well. But O.J. Simpson, dead today as we are recording.
Dead, and we're loving it.
And with that, we shall return to the past. We are done in the future.
Wait, I've got to grip tightly.
Grip tightly. Hold on, as some others may say. Nope, can't be that one. There we go. Well, there it is, Jim, the fantastic AEW ratings. Another week of success for Tony Khan and the boys. Give yourselves a pat on the back or bonus yourself out, however it may be. Or maybe just get a good night's sleep.
Maybe just lay down and close your eyes and hope for a better tomorrow. We all need to do that, Brian. When we lay down at night, we need to be able to close our eyes and hope for a better tomorrow. And you can do that with our friends at Helix Sleep and all their mattresses, the fine products that they make. You can't do that with every mattress. Sometimes you don't know, Brian. You might be laying down on one of these store-bought mattresses, and I'll be a son of a bitch if there might not be fiberglass in it. Have you heard that other mattress companies using fiberglass as a flame retardant? There have been lawsuits over this. I'm sure that stuff's got to be sharp to sleep on, right? With Helix Sleep, it's good old-fashioned American sawdust. The finest from the finest woods of the pines of the forests in the Northwest.
No one's sleeping on a bed of sawdust, let alone from Helix Sleep. What are you talking about?
Sawdust, goose feathers, and a little suet from the underside of a pig to keep them together, so that that's what forms the bond and congeals. You've got pig suet, you've got duck feathers, and you've got good old-fashioned American sawdust. It's an amazing... Folks, I'll tell you what, from these humble beginnings, Helix Sleep...
No, that was not their beginnings. That was your beginnings.
They've created a dynasty. I'm telling you. No. They have... how many? There's so much copy, I can't even find it, but they've got like umpteen kind of models of mattresses. They got the big and tall sleepers. They got the kids' mattress. They got the one that'll cool you down. The one that'll heat you up. Yeah, boy, I tell you what, that one you can roast marshmallows on it. I'll tell you, make some fucking s'mores.
Once again, let's jump in right now and just make sure we clarify to the listeners, there's no sawdust applied to any of these Helix mattresses. This is...
Oh, you're still on that.
These are the mattresses from Cornette's Place. You're just talking about flammable or lighting fires or whatever.
The award-winning Luxe collection, short for luxurious, from the Helix lineup, well, they have only the finest fucking packing peanuts involved in their mattresses. And all this is American material, folks.
How do you know it's not short for deluxe?
Well, it's luxurious and deluxe. It's deluxurious. Lovely and delightful. And I'll tell you what, here's something else you need to know, folks.
Is that from the Music Man?
Yes, it is. It's delightful. It's wonderful. But again, as I mentioned, all these materials, now you can move up into the mattress designed for big and tall sleepers. Holy mackerel, it's filled with only the finest golf balls. You got to have something a little firmer in the middle for the big fat folks. But nevertheless, all these Helix Sleep mattresses, no matter what line they're in, they come with warranties, 10 to 15 years. They're going to last. They may outlast you. As a matter of fact, it's also legal in some states. If you die on a Helix Sleep mattress, they have to bury you on it.
That's no. Let's not scare people with.
Well, that's just
some weird scare. I don't even know if you call it a scare tactic. I don't know what exactly you're using.
If you get a king size mattress, just get an extra wide plot. You're going to need it. And they've got the 100-night free trial, so you can, if you live through 100 nights, you can decide then whether you want to keep it or not. And if you want to send it back, well, boy, if you want to be an asshole about it, go ahead. They'll give you your money back. That's how nice they are. That's why they were the #1 mattress picked by GQ magazine. Because GQ knows fashion and mattresses. And they don't contain fiberglass or asbestos or any type of roofing shingles. So once again, folks, right now, The Helix Elite Collection, 6 different mattress models. The Luxe Collection, they've got the big stuff, the 10 or 15-year warranty, depending on the model. 100-night free trial. They got 12,000 5-star reviews. All of those from Uncle Dave Meltzer. He had plenty of time to try those mattresses out because he's never shared a mattress with anybody.
He doesn't sleep.
Well, he doesn't used to. He used to. Every once in a while he would sleep, but now he doesn't. That's what led to the premature aging in his brain cells. But by supporting Helix, folks, you're also supporting various good people. You got the military, the first responders, the teachers, and the students. Well, if you're supporting the teachers and the students, you've got pretty much every side of that equation covered. All of those people get a special discount on the site. Now, folks, again, be honest. Don't try to tell them that you're a student of the College of Hard Knocks or some kind of bullshit like that, or you're in the army of Cucamonga. We want legitimate heroes here.
The Old Navy.
Yeah, you can't say you're a captain in the Old Navy. That won't work.
The Salvation Army.
But I thought they were really in the service. Are they not? Nevertheless, folks, right now, don't do anything else but what I'm telling you to do at this moment. And then do it some more. Go to helixsleep.com. That is helixsleep.com, HELIX sleep.com/JCE. Use the code HelixPartner20. They're offering up to 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows. And the mattress comes to you in a box at your door. So do the pillows. As a matter of fact, they're not just hanging free, dragging the ground. They come in a box also. And you just open the box up and poof, the thing comes to life. So put it where you want it and just watch the magic. And you'll never want to lay down on another thing again until they finally lay you out and speak words over you. And even then, you might be able to take your Helix.
Or you may not, but you can take it to your home and have a good night's sleep with Helix. We like them here and you will like them there. What's that?
We like them everywhere.
What's that promo code again?
I'll tell you, El Kabong. It's helixsleep.com/JCE. Use the code HelixPartner20 for here, there, and everywhere.